Hello folks and welcome to another episode or installment of Scottish Vapes. And today I have something that's a little bit different. I have the most powerful mod I have ever bought. Alright, maybe it's not a bit different every other time I've used the most powerful mod I've ever got. Anyway, glossing over that. I have the Spartan 300 watt TC mod. Now, I will say this, I don't know if you guys can see this. I wasn't going to see if I could really show you this, but... Oh, good, because it's dark, I can show you the screen. Great. I was going to do this earlier, but with it being bright, you could not see the screen on camera. Now that it's 20 past midnight and pretty dark, I can do it. So, the Spartan 300 watt TC by vapmod. Now, I bought this, what was it, yesterday. Ordered it yesterday, should I say. Got it today. And, you know, it does have some nice features on this mod that I really like. For one thing, you don't have to flip the screen whenever you change sides. It does it for you. So that's pretty cool. It also has a feature where it detects if your tank is running empty and it stops firing until you fill it back up. Might be annoying to some people, but you can change the sensitivity of it. We'll get into that later. Right now, let's look at the packaging. I was going to do a proper up close and personal, but I haven't found anything to merge all my videos together without the screen flipping and all that bullshit, which is pissing me off. Also, sorry if this video took so long to come about. I was going to do a review on my drippers, but I'm a bit specific on what build I like to use in them, and I haven't figured out, not figured out, I just haven't chosen one to do one yet. Plus, I had personal bullshit to deal with, but screw that, that's not what we're here for. We're here for this. This is the front of the box. So, you got made in USA, Spartan 300 watt TC, the colour I got, which is black. And there's some other shit, and some other shit, some other shit, and some other shit. On the back, we have some things about the mod, some specs, what you get in the box, yada yada yada. You know the drill if you're used to seeing reviews. Inside, we have this, oh, I really like this. This red, like, protective sponge shit. Your mod would be there. You get a warranty card, and an instruction manual, and that's it. So, here is your instruction manual with full pictures to show you what the display does. And on the other side, some specs and some other things like that. Specs wise, well, what do I have to tell you about it? Dimensions, it is 104 by 62.2 by 25.1 millimeters. It takes three 18650s, the same as the trusty RX200 and the RX200S, and if you have the correct battery door on it, they are the Relo 2/3, which I was going to buy, but then I thought, yeah, it's the same basic thing as the RX200, the only thing is you can then run it on 2 batteries alone, which is a hand, but something I'm not really going to waste my money on. Its maximum output voltage is 12.6 volts. Its output current maximum is 40 amps. In temperature control mode, almost lost it. It's 200 Fahrenheit to 600 Fahrenheit and 100 Celsius to 300 Celsius. Its resistance, it'll read down to a 0.15 to a 3 ohm in variable wattage mode or power mode. It will do 0.05 to a 1 ohm in nichrome and titanium in TC mode, and 0.15 to 3 ohms for stainless steel. And here's the start of the show. There's your battery door. I didn't like this. This is what I wanted to talk about mainly, was this battery door. Now I have no idea why they had to sort of like carve this in and scratch up the paint, or just carve this in and just paint this. I didn't see why this couldn't be here and just engraved in and then painted black, or if it had to be, stand out in a different colour. But that's just something to go about. Plus, the door is very, very easy to take off. I mean, a bit too easy. It reminds me of the X Cube 2. The only difference is this isn't going to come off as easy because it's a door, not a little hatch within the mod itself. It's a proper door. Your firing button is located here, and your plus and minus buttons here. Silver plated 510 spring loaded connection. On the TFV8, there is some slight overhang basically around the whole thing, and from what I can see, it doesn't sit completely flush. There is a little minuscule gap, but if that bugs you, it's going to bug you, but I've got to point it out. There is a slight gap. I don't know if you guys will see that, but to me, there is a gap. I can see underneath this thing. Other things I don't really like about this is how you put your batteries in this. So you've got one positive to negative, then you've got negative to positive, and then you've got negative to positive again. Now to get this one, the first one in there, it's right inside, and it's such a bastard to put in, because you've got to put it in positive side down first. I have ripped, oh shit, yeah, it rips up the cover for your batteries if you're not really careful with it either, which is a bit of a pain in the ass as well. Right, finally in. One thing I seriously hate about this mod, that's like the first thing I found out about it that I did not like about it, was the fact that you had to put your batteries in like that. But once they're in, you're up and running. Shut the door and just keep them there. Here's your screen. Tap 3 times to go between TC, your system, and your power mode. We're going to go to system. So you got your screen, which there's not a lot of changes to it. It's just a bit of flipping it really. That is the count. That's your puff counter. Your sensitivity would be how sensitive you want to tell you how dry your cotton's, how empty your tank's going to be. Check your battery and your wire, and then we're back to screen, and then we'll basically do that. So what we'll do is we'll go into sensitivity. Let's go into that. So push the fire button to select it. Now, 1 is the most sensitive, 20 is the least sensitive. So I like it on 2. Push exit. I'll take you back into power mode. And here you can see your wattage, your battery, your watts. What is that? That's just saying P, I don't know what that is. Your ohms is right beside the battery, as is your amps as well. So we're going to go back into system. We're going to screen, and this is auto rotate, so that's basically so it can do that whenever you flip it, which is where I like to keep it. I've not done this very much. You've got normal, so it just stays where it is. Stealth, right, left, auto flip, whatever you want to choose, and you choose exit again. So the whole system again of this is just a real pain in the ass, to be quite honest with you. Let's go to TC. Nichrome, titanium, stainless steel. Oh god, I haven't done this much. You can do your custom TCRs if you like as well, and that's basically the whole shindig until you finally just push this, push that, and exit. then that's you into TC mode. But I don't want to do TC mode. Oh, what was that? Oh, I just turned it off. Great. So, it's 5 clicks to turn it on and off, by the way. That's normal. And we're back into power mode. So, what else can I talk about? What else can I say about this mod? What else can I say? Well, for the time I've had this and the time I've used this, as you can see, its battery life is incredible. I put these batteries in fully charged around about 12 hours ago. And I wouldn't say I was chain vaping, but I've been vaping quite a lot today. And as you guys can see, it hasn't lost like anything. A smidge, if anything. Its battery life is incredible. The sensitivity on telling you how empty your tank is, I've yet to find out what that's like, because surprisingly for a TFV8, I haven't went through a tank of juice yet. I don't know how I've managed that, but that's what's happened. But yeah, I mean that is. I mean, I'm waiting to see if that's going to be irritating or if it does actually work. And I'll find a sweet spot and I'll put that in the description as well. Price of this mod, I bought this on Amazon for £60. £60. And for a 300 watt device, I don't think that's bad. I think that's great. I think the Cooper's around about 10-15 quid cheaper. The reason being I didn't go for that was cause the scroll on it was way too fast. You would have to constantly just push the up and down buttons once and twice just to get it to get the right wattage you want it to be, forever adjusting it. It looks like a cheese grater, and it didn't, just on my personal terms, it just didn't feel right in my hand. This does. This is great. It's big. It's heavy. I like a heavy mod. I like to know where I like to know I'm actually gripping the thing. And it looks sexy as fuck. Look at it. It's just gorgeous. I mean, if I take this up next to the RX, so it's obviously a lot taller, and it's obviously going to be a lot wider. I'll take this off so you guys can see the connection. So there's a connection. And yeah, you know, I mean, I think for how you get your batteries in and out is an absolute bastard. I mean, the fact you start to rip off your battery casing, if you will, is a bit of a pain in the ass. Well, what more can you ask for it? It's a 300 watt device, it's got great battery life, and it's powerful. I love it. What else was there? Well, there was something else I didn't like about this. Oh yeah, that's right. Don't know if you guys can hear that. The buttons, I think it's the fire button. No, it's all 3 buttons, but it's mainly the fire button. Very loose. Not great. Whereas with this, well, that'd be the little tether inside the battery thing. Next to nothing. Quite a clicky button though. Like a clicky button. If you want to lock your power, what you do is you hit the minus and fire button at the same time, and it'll let you know that you're going to do this. You wait another couple of seconds, it'll lock the power, so you can't change it. So if it's in your pocket, it won't change up, it won't change down, nothing like that. You can't actually lock the fire button though, you have to just turn it off, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But to me, apart from the door, the battery, rattling, things like that, and how irritating you have to go through the menu system if you want to change like 3 things, you can't just stay within the menu, you have to go out of it to go back into it again. That's a bit of a pain in the ass. But other than that, I think this is a great device. I really like it. But yeah, I mean, look at this. And you saw that there. I was on 110 watts, and it's so smooth. It's so smooth. To be fair, there's not a lot to this device, and I mean, I don't mind that. I think I like a simple device. I don't like something that's so complicated you need to take like 20 minutes to go through its systems. I don't like that. But I'd recommend it. I think it's great. The only thing I really dislike is the batteries. How you have to put them in, how you scrape your batteries, that's really annoying. It took me forever to figure out a way to get it in quickly. I mean, with the RX, it's a simple case of bang them in and then that's you done. Battery door on and you're vaping. With this, you've got to really push that battery in, scraping it as well, which is, it's not safe. It's just really annoying. Don't quote me on safe. I mean, if you buy a battery that's got a scratched casing on it, you don't use it, you just chuck it, or you go back and get a refund. But with this, you're intentionally scraping your batteries, which is really annoying. But whether it's safe or not, I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, I mean, I'd recommend this device, and this is pretty cool. But that's all I've got to really say. I'll put a link in the description where you can buy this. This mod in the description below. I'll also put links to my social media accounts as well. And as of now, I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to go work in the morning. Fun times. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Keep on vaping. Screw cigarettes. Screw tobacco companies. I'll catch you guys later.